Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel with another news video for TSW6, and that is because the Great Western Railway HST Farewell Pack is coming soon. In fact, it's coming this week. It's coming on Thursday. There's been an article released by Dovetail. We're going to have a run through all the details from that article, including the pricing, which I think, I don't know, I want you to tell me what you think once we get to it, but I think that could be a bit controversial. You know, let's just see. It's coming out this week on Thursday. There will be a preview stream for it as well tomorrow, which is Tuesday on Dovetail's channels. I will also have early access to it on Wednesday of this week as well, before it comes out on Thursday. So let's have a look. There's a lot of screenshots as well. I think if you like your HSTs, you're going to be the one that picks this pack up. But we'll go through what's included, then we'll talk about the price. It says, get ready to celebrate the 200-year history of modern railways with the Great Western Railway HST Farewell Pack add-on, bringing all new gameplay and iconic HST power cores to the Great Western Express Remastered and the Riviera line routes. Two routes that are soaring in popularity. The Riviera line has been popular since it released as part of the core TSW6. And then recently, when the Great Western Express was remastered, the only thing to complete that was this Farewell HST pack, which we knew about and which has been on the cards for a long time. It's coming out this week, so that's good. So, as a tribute to the HST's final years in service with GWR, as well as a celebration of 200 years of modern railways, the HST Farewell Tour add-on will feature new timetable services, thrilling scenarios, and include 7 iconic HST power car designs that were worn by the GWR HSTs, along with 2 Mark I HST barrier coach designs. It says there's a full summary here of which power cars you're going to get, so let's go through those. First of all, 43002, Sir Kenneth Grange, the famous BR blue and yellow with nameplate. I saw that one actually at the Railway Museum last year, sitting there all on its lonesome. Then there will be 43093, which is Old Oak Common. That's in GWR Green with OOC vinyl and nameplate. Then we've got 43185 Great Western. That's InterCity Swallow with nameplate. Then we've got 43187 and 43188 Welshman. That's in GWR Green with a White Dragon vinyl. There is another Welshman as well, 43188. Well, it's the same as above, but this one is GWR Green with a yellow Dragon vinyl. So that is with what you can get it with white and yellow in this pack. Then we have got power cars in GWR Green with a vinyl GWR logo, and we've also got GWR Green unbranded as well as part of this pack. So there's quite a few. You can see a little selection there of those, including the one that I saw in the Railway Museum over on the left hand side. That's my favourite out of all of them, followed by this InterCity one. I quite like those 2 liveries. It says, in addition to the designs above, the Mark I HST barrier coach will also be available in both blue and green, featuring Buckeye and Hook coupler types, allowing players to perform stock moves between the HSTs and a wide range of stock in TSW. You'll also be able to hand place end of train lamps on the Class 43s, the Mark III coaches and the barrier coaches. Some more shots there of the Welshman. Now, what about the scenarios and the services for this HST pack? So it tells us that it will contain 6 new scenarios. They're all inspired by Realworld Events, ranging from depot open days to helping crowds of passengers from Dawlish get to the Earthshaw whilst keeping you cool on a hot and busy day. Keep an eye to the skies. I think we've seen this screenshot before with the Spitfire flying over the top. That is the InterCity Swallow Great Western coming past down there in Dawlish. From the first passenger run of 43002 in BR Blue to the unveiling of 43093 at the Old Oak Common Depot Open Day, and of course the final HST runs out of Paddington, these scenarios have been made as authentically as possible, even on the smaller details such as creating dynamic weather patterns based on the real world weather of the day of the scenario is based on, timings that match the train schedule that day, and even exact unit numbers were possible. So if you, like I said at the beginning, if you're a big fan of the HST and you know your HSTs, a lot of this should be familiar to you. So you should get a lot more out of this pack and a lot more satisfaction from this pack, let's say. Taking a close look at the timetable, as a general note, all of the 7 power cars will substitute into any of the existing Great Western Railway HST services across Train Sim World 6, both player driven and AI. So there's plenty of opportunities to see them out and about in your normal service runs as well. Extra unique services are also included for both the Great Western Express Remaster and the Riviera line routes that make additional use of the power cars and the Mark 1 HST barrier coaches, giving players the opportunity to drive empty stock moves using the new stock. They look a bit strange though, don't they? Is it just me? I'm used to an HST being all one colour all the way along. And as you know, I live up north. I've not seen many HSTs when they were around. But to me, it's always sleek. Part of its sleekness is the same colour all the way along. It looks a bit strange to me. Tell me what you think. You're probably used to this if you live down this end of the woods, you know. But let's talk about the pricing then. So the Train Sim World 6 Great Western Railway HST Farewell Pack is releasing this Thursday, which is April the 16th. And it's on Xbox One, Series X and S, PlayStation 4 and 5, Epic Game Store and Steam. And the price in the UK is £12.99, €15.99 or $16.99. What do you think about that price? Bearing in mind what I've just read out about all the content that you're getting, I don't know. Price is a funny thing, and often people will say to me, is it worth getting? And that's a question I don't like to answer, because you've probably heard me on some of the streams saying this. Value is down to what you will get out of a certain product and whether you think that is a reasonable price. Now, everybody has their own idea of value. This is, to me, there's a lot of hard work gone into this. It's a set of reskins with 6 scenarios, extra timetable services, as well as being able to substitute into all the other HST services we've got. Is $12.99 fair? I don't know. I don't know is what I'm saying. I'm not sure. I'm sure that you're expecting a certain price for this, and I want to know if this price point matches what you thought it was going to be. A lot of you have been suggesting the price to me over the last few weeks. I don't know. I don't know if that's a controversial price tag or not. But you let me know, because you're the guys who's going to be buying it. Just another note again, the HST Farewell Pack review with Harry and Liam will be tomorrow. That's Tuesday. That's on Train Sim World Dovetail channels, as you can see there. There is, within this article, which I will put a link to at the bottom as usual, you'll be able to go straight to that. And then I'll have early access to it on Wednesday, which is the 15th. So, a lot of you have been waiting for this for a long time. Everybody's been asking me, when's it coming out? When's it coming out? Here it is. It's coming out this week. What do you think? There's been a plethora of new DLCs come out just recently. This one, I think, is going to be popular because there's so many HST fans out there. But let me know about that price. I don't know. I think, personally, it would be a little lower than that. Maybe under £10, around the sort of £10 mark. It's come out at $12.99. So, but let me know what you think. That's what I want to hear from you in the comments. So there we go. It's coming out Thursday. Thank you for watching the video. See you all again soon. Bye for now.